Beauty the cockerel.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna teach you how to build a car in Roblox part 5. So now we're gonna do the side of the car, as you can see right here, the door handles, and then the gas tank, and the doors, and some window trims if you prefer to do it, and then the side of the tail light, and then also the side of the headlight. So all you gotta do is just move your vehicle, in this case the Kia Carnival, in the blueprint. All you gotta do is just move the car as close as possible to the blueprint, so that way it's 100% accurate. So all you gotta do is just line it up like this. There we go. As you can see, it's all lined up. Let's check, and it is all lined up. Now first, we're gonna do the trim in the doors. As you can see, the black lines right here. All you gotta do is grab a trim and grill square from my development kit and just match the shape of the trim just like this, and then you want to make it as thin as possible and corresponding to the width of the trim, as you can see right here. Now scale it to the other side just like this. There we go. As you can see, it's all set now. The other side is set, and this side we're gonna copy the trim, as you can see right here. I'm gonna speed up the video so you can see the progress. Once you're all done with the side trim, as you can see right over here, now let's do the back and front trim of the car. Now all you gotta do is just unite all the trim and grill squares that you've made in the time lapse, except these two because we need this for later. As you can see, it's all selected. Now all you gotta do is just unite them. As you can see, it's all united in one piece. Let's check if it's really united. As you can see, the parts are now united. All of them check except the front and rear ones because we're gonna do that later. Now let's just put it back in place. Now all you gotta do for the front and back is just grab a trim and grill square from my development kit and just do the same thing just as I did earlier in the time lapse. Just match the outline right over here, and I'll speed up the video again so you can see the progress. Once you're all done with the trim, select all of the trim parts and then unite them just like that. They've been all united into one piece just like this. Now all you gotta do now is just duplicate the body of the car and then remove all welds from that body, and then drag the body mesh to workspace. And now all you gotta do is just select the body mesh square part and then duplicate that, and then now this body of the car, negate it just like this. And now all you gotta do is just scale the body mesh square to the proportions of the car just like this, just enough to negate all of that trim right over there. And now select the negate part, which is the body of the car, and now unite them. And as you can see, there's a hollow shape inside here. That's the shape of the body of your car. And now all you gotta do is just negate this and then scale it just a little larger than the body mesh so that the trim wouldn't collide with the body mesh and then glitch out. Scale it a little just like this. Once it's all scaled up, click the union, which is the trim of the car, and then unite them. There we go. As you can see, they're all united. And don't forget to set part color so that the trim will stay black and show up just like this. Because if you didn't click use part color, it'll look like this, which is very ugly. Look at that. Make sure to click use part color so that the black shows up just like this. We're done with the trim. Let's double check to see if there are any trim that's overlapping just like this one. To fix that, all you gotta do is just grab a negate square, duplicate that from the development kit. All you gotta do is just scale it to where the trim overlaps and then unite them once again. There we go. As you can see, the overlapping trim here is gone. Now all you gotta do with the union, aka the trim mesh, now rename it to trim mesh and then drag it to the model of your car just like this, and then weld it with the body mesh. Let's see if it's welded. Undo and then redo. There we go. As you can see, it's now all welded. And now let's do the door handles. Now all you gotta do for the door handles is just grab a trim and grill square because it resembles plastic, and now move the body mesh, and now move the model of the car close as possible, just as I did earlier in the beginning of the video. There we go. As you can see, it's all aligned. Now all you gotta do is just select the trim and grill square and then match the shape, and then match the shape with the door handles right over here. And as you can see, there's a keyhole right over here. For the keyhole, just select the steel round part. I'm gonna speed up the video a little bit so you can see the progress. Once the door handles are done, select all the door handle parts and then put it in the model of your car, and then group them into a model and then name it door handles. And then let's just click show welds because we're gonna weld the door handle parts into the body mesh of your car. Now all you gotta do is just click all the parts of the door handles and then select body mesh and then create a weld. There we go. As you can see, there's 3 new welds, as you can see right over here. Now once that's all done, let's do the side part of the headlight and the tail light right over here. And now all you gotta do with these side parts of the headlight and tail light, just do the same just as I did with these door handles, except you're gonna separate them into 2 parts, because if you scale them into just one part, it'll overlap with these parts right over here. So I will split it into 2 parts, which is the left and right part of the rear tail light, of the rear side tail light, and same for the front side headlights. And I'm gonna speed up the video so you can see the progress. Once you're all done with the rear part, the rear tail lights, in the side. Once you're done with that, select negate square and then duplicate that, and then all you gotta do is just scale it to where the side tail lights intersect with the parts right over here, like the license plate. Now all you gotta do is just scale it just like this. All you gotta do is just scale it just enough, just like this, so that way it won't intersect anymore with the license plate and all of these parts right over here. Now all you gotta do is just duplicate the negate square to how many parts are there in this rear tail light on the side. For example, there's 1, 2, 3, 3 parts. Now duplicate this 2 times, 1, 2, just like this, and then unionize them into the corresponding parts, just like this. Now it's all done, and now group them into a model, and then rename the parts into their corresponding names and functions. Once all has been renamed, group them into a model, and then rename the model side tail light, and then put the model into the model of the car. And then all you gotta do is just weld the part of the side tail light with the body mesh. Click create weld. As you can see, there are 3 new welds, as you can see right here. The 3 parts of the side tail light are now welded into the body mesh. And then if it's not correct, scale it a little bit, and if the proportions are not correct, scale the parts a little bit. Once all the parts has been scaled in place, now let's do the front side headlights. Now let's do the side part of the headlights, as you can see right over here. Now all you gotta do is just do the same as I did earlier with the side tail lamps or tail lights. I'm gonna speed up the video a little bit so you can see the progress. Now once you're all done with the side headlights, as you can see right here, now let's do the final part of the side of the car, which is the body cladding of the car. So all you gotta do is just grab a body mesh square, duplicate that, and then just drag it over just like this, and then match the shape of the body cladding. So I'll speed up the video a little bit so you can see the progress. Once you're done with the body cladding, put the body cladding in the model of your car and then weld it with the body mesh. As you can see, it's now all welded. Now let's check if all the parts are welded into the model of your car. Let's check the side of the headlights, check. The side of the tail lights, check. The trim of the doors, check. The handles, check. The body cladding, check. And that's it for today's video. Thank you to all of these guys for making today's video possible. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And see you guys in my next video.